Hi, everybody. I'm Stacy.
And I'm my daughter, Mickey.
And welcome to KiddieNomics. Yay! We have another fun-filled Friday of kids' financial literacy with KiddieNomics and our KiddieNomics community. So we are super happy to be here on this Friday. How is everybody's week? I hope it was good. I'll see you in the chat. Hey, Akira. All right, bad. Who said bad? Who said bad? No, who said bad? Kira, you said bad? Why? Hey, Josh. Why? I'm tired, says Kelsey. Why?
Me too.
Mickey's tired too, so I guess you guys are all in the same boat. Timmy says, same tired. Oh, what's going on? It's Friday. Why is everybody tired? We are gonna have fun for KiddieNomics. There's no being tired on KiddieNomics. What is going on? Hi, Savannah. Nice to meet you. Oh, you're Dion. Okay. All right. You guys know that you guys can rename yourselves in okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how you can do it yourselves, but I'll figure that out. So if you want me to change your name, just message me and I will change it for you in the chat. Okay.
You just have to just click on your profile.
Yeah, they do, but they don't do it. But it's okay. I'll do it this time and then we'll figure out how you guys can do it. Anyways. Welcome everybody to KiddieNomics. If this is your first time on KiddieNomics, hi. All right, so if it's your first time, put it in the chat box and just say it's my first time. And of course, the kids will welcome you to KiddieNomics. And if it's not your first time and you guys have been here week after week, we love you for being here. So let me get started and share my screen. KiddieNomics. All right, there's KiddieNomics. Woohoo. Let me open up the chat box again. Why does my chat box disappear? There we go. All right. All righty. Okay, so everybody, welcome to KiddieNomics. I am going to introduce us. Mickey, do you want to read it or should I? Okay. KiddieNomics is here to help kids ages 8+ or 8 to 13 to develop a healthy relationship towards financial literacy, helping to start kids off on the right path to have a successful financial future. That's what we want for you. That's what we want for you. That's what she wants for me. That's what we want for everybody, right? This is the whole goal of KiddieNomics, is for everybody to have a successful financial future, right? And you guys are funny in the chat today. All right. Yeah, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, so let's go through some housekeeping items, right? Let's go through some. Okay, remember everybody, be kind in the chat box. Be kind, be kind. All right. Okay, so let's go through some housekeeping items. So please remember that every KiddieNomics webinar is recorded, right? So, and it is then uploaded onto our YouTube channel. So if you can check out our YouTube channel, KiddieNomics, you'll find all of our videos there, all of our past videos. And of course, this video will be uploaded by 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So today's Friday, we'll have it up tonight. Please remember that our goal here on KiddieNomics is to keep a safe and healthy community. And so always remember in the chat box, because we cannot see or hear any of the kids, right, that join us. So all the communication is done through the chat box. Please always remember to be kind in the chat box, because guess what? We have kids that are older than 8 or 13 and younger than 8, because, you know, your brothers and sisters will join you. So always remember that it is everybody's questions and answers are welcome, and we should always be kind, right? Always lead with kindness. That is always the goal, right? And of course, we want to keep you guys safe. So always remember that we never want to see any personal information, right? So I never want to see exact ages, how old you are, your personal addresses, your email addresses, any phone numbers, none of that in the chat box, okay? And yes, always remember to be kind to each other, because the whole point of KiddieNomics is for everybody to have fun. What's going on in the chat box? So please remember, be kind. I just said it, right? And everybody pay attention when I say, please focus on our guest expert, okay? Okay. All right. So should we do roll call? Let's do roll call. Right. Remember, please tell me where everybody is joining us from today. Okay, so which country are you joining us from today? Akira says Canada. Who else? What, is Akira the only one participating today? What's going on? Akira says Canada, Oshawa. Josh says Toronto. Kelsey, you're in the middle of nowhere. But did you know that nowhere is somewhere? Because you have to be somewhere to be nowhere. So technically you are somewhere. Thank you very much. Josh says Canada. Arulu says Canada. Oh, Linda, Ukraine. Yes, hearts for Ukraine, right? Hearts for Ukraine. Timmy, universe, solar system, Earth 52. Is that what Earth is called now? Earth 52? North America, wait, I gotta go back up. North America, Canada, Ontario, Burlington. I always love how you like to drill down. To me is New York and India. That's that you are special if you can be in two places at one time. Kelsey says North Pole. Who's at a hotel? Brielle says Canada, Jamaica. Oh yeah, Trinidad, Toronto, New York, California. We love all those places. That's awesome. Angel Grove. Oh, that's nice. That's in California, isn't it? Isn't that in Hollywood? So I'm gonna assume that's what you meant, Akira. Let me see. Josh says Nickelodeon Hotel. Ooh, that's nice. You must be having fun. All right. Who's gonna remind me about Mickey? Nobody's gonna remind me today, but I remembered. Thank you. Mickey, where are you joining us from today?
I'm just gonna say Canada.
Mickey's joining us from Canada today. Woohoo! All right. And of course, thank you for roll call. And did we miss anybody's birthday from last week to this week? So from last week Friday to this week Friday. Did we miss any birthdays? Was it anybody's birthdays? Akira, was it really your birthday? Was it? I didn't think so. Oh, it's your birthday? Is your mom's birthday, Josh? All right, tell her that everybody from KiddieNomics says happy birthday to you. We need a birthday song, but we have to get the rights to it. So you'll just get my singing.
I can make one.
Mickey can make us a song. That'd be cool. Who else? Birthday. You joked? Oh, it's not your mom's birthday? It's your friend's birthday? All right, Brielle, tell your friend, everybody from here, from KiddieNomics says happy birthday to your friends. My birthday's in New York and India. Is that where you're gonna go to celebrate it? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right. Okay, I'm going to continue on. Thank you everybody for participating in the roll call today. Today we are going to be talking about the power of the rule of 72 with Mr. Neil. This one, you guys' minds are going to be blown away, right? This one is going to be really special. And I know there's going to be a ton of questions for this one. So I'm really excited for this webinar today. So let's introduce Mr. Neil. Mr. Neil has been working with Primerica for over 10 years. He has a life insurance license and a mutual fund license, and is really excited to share information with people that can help improve their financial future in the short and long term. He has the privilege to help people eliminate debt, invest for their future, be properly protected, and earn additional income. So let's give a big KiddieNomics round of applause. Mr. Neil. Hi, Mr. Neil. I'm going to stop my share and then you can share your screen. Hi, there you go.
Okay, welcome KiddieNomics family. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday to everyone. I'm so happy it's the weekend and really excited to share some fantastic information with all of you that can really impact your future. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is share my screen so I can get the presentation up. Okay, so the topic that I'm going to be talking to everyone about today, it's called the Rule of 72. And really what the purpose of this rule is to teach you guys how to measure the growth of your own money, which is so important. At some point, some of you guys might have an allowance. Eventually, you guys will have some part-time jobs when you get a little bit older. And learning how to measure the growth of your money is such an important skill, and it's not complicated. That's the exciting thing about it. All right, so we're going to get started so we can start this learning journey. Now, I want to make this learning experience something that's relatable to everyone. So we're going to just put our pretending mindset on, and everyone that's logged on watching right now, let's just pretend you guys have been hired for a job. And this is a very, very special job. And it's a job that's just for the summer, because in a couple months time, it's going to be summertime. And you guys, I'm going to go to the next slide. So here's a challenge. Your parents have come home and say, hey, 100 new kids are coming into the neighborhood this summer, and they need some bikes and some scooters to play with. They're not all going to come on one day, but between July and August, they're coming, and they want to be outside, having some fun, getting some exercise. And it's your job to find a factory that can produce 100 bikes for all the kids that are going to be coming to the neighborhood. Okay. Now, there's 3 different factories you can go to. Factory A, Factory B, and Factory C. Now, you go to we're going to pretend these factories are in your neighborhood, and each of them, they have 10 bikes and scooters on hand that, you can walk out there immediately. But remember, 100 kids are coming, and they're all going to want their own bikes or scooters. So you need to find out which factory is going to be able to produce the most amount of bikes in the shortest period of time. So you go to Factory A, and you see on the column on the left, those are the days in the summer. So right after
Neil, I just want to double check and ask the kids, does everybody understand what the challenge is that Mr. Neil is asking?
Sure.
Put it in the chat. Josh says yes. Yeah, Kelsey says yes. Okay, so.
Okay, awesome.
Great, perfect.
Okay, good. So I'm glad you guys are understanding it. I appreciate the participation as well. Okay, so on the left-hand column, we have the days in the summer, and where summer is approximately 60 days. Okay, but we're just going to cap it at 48 days for now, because they're all going to arrive at a certain time. So you go to Factory A, they say, well, we have 10 bikes and scooters on hand right now, but in 24 days, we can get you 20 bikes and scooters. And then another 48 days, we can get you 40. So you write down the information and say, okay, that's fine. Then you go to Factory B. Factory B says, okay, well, in 12 days, we can get you 20 bikes and scooters. And in 24 days, we can get you 40 bikes and scooters. In 36 days, which is pretty much like a month and a week, get you 80. And in 48 days, 160 bikes and scooters. You write down that information, and then you go to the third factory. This is the third factory in your neighborhood. And they say, okay, well, in 6 days, I can get you 20 bikes, 12 days, 40. But you know what? In 24 days, I can get you 160 bikes. Now, if your job is to find out, is to accumulate the most amount of bikes within the shortest period of time, because these kids are coming, can you put in the chat, which factory do you think you should go to produce the bikes and scooters for the 100 kids that are going to be coming to your neighborhood? Please put it in the chat, please.
All right, so Mickey says B, but Timmy says C. Hey guys, slow down. Akira says B. Brielle says B. Micah says C. Josh says C. Durtini says C. Arulu says C. So it's half and half, I think. Half the class says, half the community says C, half says B.
Okay, well, drum roll, please. The correct answer is C.
What?
C. So everyone that put in the chat C, give yourself a pat on the back. And if you selected B, hey, that's okay. You're here to learn. All right.
Nikki's patting herself. Before she said B.
No, the answer is C. Because remember, 100 kids are coming. And you don't want them to show up and have no bikes to play with or scooters. So factory C, in 24 days, that's less than a month, that they can give you 160 bikes and scooters, that's going to solve your challenge. And because that's what you have to do to make sure all the kids have bikes and scooters. Now I'm talking to you about this because this is one of the ways you can determine how to measure the growth of your own money. Now, Albert Einstein, I need to ask you guys a question. Has anybody heard of Albert Einstein before? Please put it in the chat if you have.
Oh, Mickey says she's heard of Albert Einstein. Who is
Okay.
Albert Einstein? All the kids are saying yes. Micah says yes. Rulu says yes. Josh says, I'm pretty sure we all have.
He was,
Okay.
What do you think? Who is he?
he was like one of the smartest people.
Mickey says he's one of the smartest people in the world. What did
Oh.
he, well, what is he famous for?
I'm sorry.
Timmy says he studied relativity.
He made the
Science says Brielle. Nerd says Timmy.
Wow, you guys are great. Okay, well, so this famous smart person, he also had an opinion on compound interest. And he described it as like the 8th wonder of the world. So like, when you go to Niagara Falls, they consider Niagara Falls as like, one of the 8 wonders of the world. Well, that was his opinion on compound interest. And the official definition is compound interest is when the interest one earns on the principal balance is reinvested and generates additional interest. But I want to just give you the simple definition that you need to know. When you allow your money to earn more money for you, that's compound interest. When you allow your money to earn more money for you. See, when we have a job, we got to get up, we got to go to a job, work maybe 40 hours a week, okay, and then get paid. But when you have money working for you, money doesn't sleep. Money doesn't get sick. Money doesn't need vacation time. So when you have money working for you all the time, that's when you can really take advantage of compound interest. And that is the key secret when it comes to measuring the growth of your money. All right.
Did everybody understand what the compound interest is?
Yeah.
Can you let me know in the chat? Mickey says yeah. Josh says yeah. Micah says yes. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So if you guys happen to have a calculator, or if you can use your parents' cell phone that has a calculator, I would like you to get that ready for you, or get it logged on, available. So if you can put in the chat when you have your calculator ready.
Mickey has her calculator. Does everybody have their calculator? Can everybody get a calculator? I'm not in my house. Okay. Okay, Micah has a calculator. Oh, Timmy, you don't understand? Timmy, do you not understand, Duro? Can you let me know in the chat box, please? Did you not understand?
If you guys are on a laptop, you can use.
Oh, no, you do. Okay, perfect.
Okay, excellent.
Does everybody have a cell phone? Do you have a cell phone? If you have a cell phone or your tablet, there's usually a calculator in the cell phone or the tablet, in case you don't actually have a calculator. Yes, yes. Okay, so I think mostly everybody, yes, but my phone is dead. Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's okay. Just pay attention and you'll be able to do this calculation shortly.
Perfect.
Okay, folks. So I asked you earlier to pretend, and we're going to pretend you're 18 years old. And one of your grandparents for your 18th birthday gave you $10,000.
That's why we love the grandparents.
Exactly. Exactly. They say for happy birthday, $10,000. Now, the rule of 72 is going to let you know how to measure the growth of your money. So what you see here is you see 3%, 6%, and 12%. Now, because you like the idea of getting your money to grow, and you want your money to work for you even when you're sleeping, you're going to talk to 3 professionals that are in finance that can say, hey, I've received this birthday gift from my grandparents. I need your help to get my money to grow. It's starting at 10,000, but I've heard about compound interest and I need it to grow so it can double so I have more options later on in life as I get older. So the first professional says, okay, well, based on how I've helped other clients in the past grow their money, the rate of return or the compound interest that we use for them has been 3%. So now here's how we're going to teach you, how you guys are going to learn how to measure the growth of that money. How long is it going to take that money to double? So here's what I'd like you to do. If you have your calculators ready, so do 72, okay, divided by 3%, and you hit equals. So tell me, put the number in the chat, what you see when it hit equals, after you hit the equals.
$2,400.
Mickey says
Okay.
2,400. Timmy, 2,400. Josh, 100. Did you do the calculation? Dion says 24. Akira says, wait, what was the question?
Okay, so I'll repeat the question again and give Josh a chance to go over the calculation. So enter 72 in your calculator, then hit the divide key, the divide button, or whatever you're using. Okay, 72 divided by 3, and then hit the percent sign. So a sign on the calculator that looks like this, and then hit equals. Okay, and for those that didn't get the answer before, enter in the chat if you what number you got.
2,400.
Okay, excellent. And that's what the, okay, all right, good stuff, Josh. Good stuff, all right. Okay, excellent, good stuff. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think all of them got 2,400.
Okay, good stuff, Akira. Excellent. Yep. All right, so the 24, so I know it says 2,400, but we want to focus on the 24 because the 24 is, that's the amount of years it's going to take that 10,000 to grow to 20,000. And if you add another 24 years to that, for that 20,000 to grow to 40,000. So that's what the first professional says. Then you speak to a different professional. He says, okay, well, based on the clients I've helped in the past grow their money, they've averaged a 6% rate of return, which is a compounding interest. So I want you to clear your calculators, and for everyone, do 72, okay, divided by 6%, and hit equals.
1,200.
Okay, and enter your answers in the chat, please.
1,200 says Akira, 1,200 says Josh, Timmy, 1,200, Brielle, 1,200, yeah, 1,200, 1,200, 1,000.
Okay, 1,200. Excellent.
Euro
so
is 1,200. Yeah, I think all the kids got 1,200. Is that right?
That's right. That's fantastic. So we're going to focus on the 1 and the 2. And forget about the zeros. So the 12 that means it's going to take 12 years for that money to starting from 10,000 to grow to 20,000. Okay, so you guys, you jot down your notes, and then you go to the third professional, and the third professional tells you, okay, well, the clients that I've helped over the years, I've been able to help them get 12% rate of return. Okay, so I want everybody to clear your calculators, and then you go, so enter 72 divided by 12%, hit the equals, and enter the number in the chat, please.
So, yeah, I think that Timmy got 600, Dion 600, Akira 600, Josh 600. Good, good, good. Mickey, what did you get?
Hold on.
600. Mickey got 600. Danny got 600. That's okay, Kelsey. You can just watch, okay? This time.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think all the kids got 600.
Okay, perfect. Great job. So the 6, we're gonna eliminate the 2 zeros, but the 6 represents the 6 in 6 years. It's going to take that $10,000 to grow to 20,000, and then in another 6 years it can grow to 40,000. Another 6 years, 80,000. Ultimately, that $10,000 can grow all the way to $2,560,000 over a 48-year period, just from a $10,000 birthday gift.
Does everybody see that number? 10,000 from your grandparents. If you're doing the rule of, this is why the rule of 72 is so important. You could get almost $2.5 million in 48 years from $10,000. The kids are like, cool. The other ones are like, whoa. Okay. I love the reaction. Okay. And whether you have grandparents, uncles, aunties, anybody, if this is your scenario, whoever gives you that $10,000, that would be awesome. Okay. And so this is how, so when you get older, you're going to be working with people, and whoever you ask, say, hey, I'm looking. So which professional would you want to choose to help you grow your $10,000? We'll say the one that at 3%, 6%, or the one that helps customers for 12%. Which professional would you want to help you to grow your money? So all the kids are saying 12%. 12%. Duratimi was like, I need help. And hey, this is why you're here. That's okay. All right. Let me see. Mickey, do you have a question? Mickey has a question.
Yeah.
But Duratimi, do you need help with the calculations, or tell me what you need help in? And go ahead, Mickey.
Okay, so for the 3% one, what if so you start with 10,000 and you make way up, it goes all the way up to 40,000. What if you invest in 10,000 after you invest in 20,000 after you keep on going? That would add up, right? Yeah, so here he's showing you here. So if the 3% at 10,000 in 24 years, it would double to 20,000, and then to double it again by 48 years, it would go up to 40,000. Yeah. So Layla says 12%. Akira, if you have a question, please type it in the chat. Let me see. Yes, so I think all the kids are saying 12%, Mr. Neil. Okay, fantastic. And that's the right decision. So I want you to know that's going to be your measuring stick. So when people say, when you engage with professionals and say, hey, yes, I can help you grow your money, then the next question is, great, let me show, can you share with me your track record of the growth you've had for your clients? And you want to really decide if somebody has a history of helping people, earn a rate of return in between the 6 to 12%. That way, you know, you're working with a professional that can really help your money to grow, because
The real issue is how long are you willing to wait for your money to double? Because because that's the most important thing, because the faster your money doubles, then the faster you have more choices. Okay, so this is the exciting thing. This is how the rule of 72 works to our advantage. However, this compound interest that we're working with here, it can also work to our disadvantage as well. Okay, so and I have to tell you the truth. So let's pretend again, you're 18 years old and you want to buy your parents a new TV for the home. You're working, got a job, and you want to buy them a new 56-inch TV. Okay, so you go to the store and they say, hey, you're interested in getting this TV? Fantastic. You pull out your wallet to pay. They say, hey, no, you don't have to pay today. You can pay later on and only pay in small amounts. So you're walking away from the store with a new TV and you didn't have to pay today. You can just make them some small payments, next month or the month after that. Well, that company is going to charge you interest. And it's the same compounding interest principle that was worked to our advantage to help our money grow. It could also help to our disadvantage for the more and increase the amount of money we owe somebody and where we're in debt. So that TV on the shelf, it said $3,000. But when you factor in the 18% interest they charge you because you didn't pay for it right away, the total cost of that TV after 10 years is really, if you choose to take that long to pay it off, is $5,002. So it's important to understand with the compounding interest, when we want to purchase things, it's always in our best interest. We purchase it right away on the spot when we can. If we don't have enough money to purchase it, we need to save up as much money as possible to buy the items we want. Because if they're going to charge you interest, if you can't pay it off right away, the company is going to charge you interest. And then the item that you purchase is going to cost you more money. Okay, so really want you guys to understand with the compounding interest principle, it can be your friend, but then it also can be your enemy. So so can you put in the chat, would you rather just pay the $3,000 plus tax and leave the store? Or would you rather be in a situation where this TV on the shelf is said $3,000, but over time, because you're only making small monthly payments, that same TV almost costs you $5,002. Would you want to put it in the chat? Would you want to buy it today, right now, or pay it off in the future?
Okay, so Brielle says the 3,000. Timmy says the 3,000. I like his answer. He says, get it done and over with.
Hey,
Micah says, buy now.
Yes.
Akira says the 3,000. I know you meant 3,000. Right. Danny says number 1. Drew Timmy. You say number 2? Really? Okay. Brielle says buy it now. What do you think, Nikki? You would want to buy it now. Were you paying attention? Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to just buy it right now and then go, because you want to give the gift to your parents, but you don't want to have that TV cost you more money than it should because you didn't have the money right away to pay. Okay. So now the next thing that we want to talk about is with compounding interest, the earlier you start investing on your own, where you are completely responsible. The government says when you turn 18 years old, you're able to have your own investment account in your own name. Okay, doesn't mean that you're not going to talk to your parents about, or aunts or uncles or whoever, for the adults in your life that are important to you when you're making these decisions, but it could be in your own name when you turn 18. So in this example here, let's say you started investing $100 a month. Okay, you're met with a professional and they are able to help you invest your money and get a 9% rate of return. So by the time you turn 40, you had $83,000. Now, let's say you decide or 83,864 by the time you turn 40. Okay, that's just starting at $100 a month. Okay, but let's say you decide to wait a year because, when you hit 18, you just want to have fun, want to do shopping, you just weren't interested in savings. Okay, well, if you started at 19, by the time you hit 40, then you would have only $75,519. Let's say you decided to wait later and start investing at 23. Okay.
Mr. Neil, sorry.
Yes.
We have a question from Brielle. She said,
Okay.
if you don't pay for it when it's due, will you go into debt? She wants to know if it's going to make you go into debt.
Okay, that's a great question. And I really appreciate you asking that question. Absolutely. You would be in debt if you do not pay for the product when it's due. Great question. So this is why, before you decide to purchase something, do your research to find out how much it costs, and then get a game plan of savings together so you save up as much as possible. So when you go to the store, bring it to the cash register, you check out, pay cash or your debit card, and then you leave the store and it's yours. You have the product that you wanted and you don't owe anybody. So it's always best to pay right away. Okay, do you have another question?
Yes, Jyotimi, can you just tell me, can you write in the chat box, what is it that you don't understand? They say they don't understand something, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so put it in the chat box for me, please, and then we'll ask Mr. Neil.
Okay, great.
Whoever doesn't understand anything, please make sure you put it in the chat box, right, guys? Thank you. Oh, you're translating. Oh, because you guys are doing Spanish in the chat box. Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Listen,
Well,
by this, I need to learn French and Spanish to keep up with you guys in the chat box.
okay,
All right,
awesome.
go ahead, Mr. Neil. Sorry.
Sure, no problem. So let's say you decided to, start investing at 23. Then when you hit 40, you'd only have $38,508. Okay. And if you started to wait at 30, then by the time you hit 40, you're only going to have $19,742. Okay. So the far right-hand column is showing the difference of making a delay in your decision in investing for yourself. So just from waiting 1 year, you're missing out at over $8,000 in terms of your own money, in terms of your investments. Okay. If you wait 4 years, $45,000 you're missing out of. Okay. You wait 12 years to start investing, you're missing out on over $64,000. So the point of this particular slide is, once you turn 18, you have the right to communicate with professionals, with your parents' assistance, to say, hey, I need to get my money to grow. Can you help me grow my money so that I have more options later on in life? Okay. So the point is, as soon as you can start investing, you start. On your 18th birthday, that's the best present you can give to yourself. You start off your own personal investment account that's in your own name. And that way you can give yourself options as you get older to purchase things that you want and just have options and choices. Okay, so the earlier you start investing, the better it is for you. Okay.
Let's ask the kids, who is going to start investing when they turn 18? Who will start? Yeah, good job. Mickey says she's going to start. Timmy says me. Josh, can you translate that back to English for me, please? Thank you. Aru, you say me. Arulo says moi, me. See, some French I know, some French. Spanish,
Okay.
not so much.
Okay.
Josh says 40 is too late to start investing in stock. Oh, is 40? So Josh would like to know, Mr. Neil, is 40 too late to start investing in stocks?
That's a great question, Josh. I'm really glad you asked that question. No, 40 is not too late to start investing. Circumstances may dictate that you may not have the option to. Making the choice to invest is always a great decision. I'm just sharing with you the advantages of starting earlier, okay? So that you don't have to wait to 40, but if 40 is a circumstance where you can, great, go ahead, start investing. Because remember, compounding interest, when you're sleeping, you're gonna give yourself a chance that for your money to grow, okay? So even if it's 40, go ahead, start investing, okay? Great question, Josh. All right.
Lulu, I see your hand up. Do you have a question? Let me know. Akira says, my mom invests. That's good stuff. Very
Awesome.
good stuff. Does anybody have any other questions for Mr. Neil? Did everybody understand this chart? This is a really good chart. C says Josh, yes. Okay, good stuff. Micah says yes. Kelsey, yes. Yes, says Timmy. Okay, perfect. Yep, I think the kids got it.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, such a smart group. Excellent. Okay, so now is the fun time, quiz time. Okay, so I need everybody to be ready and to put some answers in the chat, because there's gonna be 2 questions, okay? And so there's gonna be 2, so the first 3 correct answers, they're gonna be able to win a prize. The prize is going to be a $10 Tim Hortons gift card, okay? So, are you guys ready?
All right, so just to understand the rules, the first person that puts the answer in the chat box first, right? That has the right answer.
Yeah, we'll give the first 3 answers, the first 3 people. So Miss Stacy, if you appreciate if you could write down the names, I'll try to track as well. So who could be the winners? All right.
Okay. Akira says, let's do this.
Okay, Akira, I love it. I love it. All right. Now, question number 1. What's the name of the person that called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world?
Einstein. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein.
Mickey says Albert Einstein.
Okay, so Aruf, okay, all right. So who are so it looks like we have one Dion. So
and then we have Aruf and Dion.
Albert, okay, congratulations, Orief, Dion, and
Mickey.
Okay, all right, Nikki, right, okay, awesome. Okay, question number 2. Okay, you know what? Not everybody did have a calculator, so we won't go with that question. Question number 2. Is it better to start investing early, as soon as possible when you're 18, or wait till later on?
Early.
Okay, put it in the chat.
I said it first, though.
Josh says yes, early. So he was first on that question, and then Akira. I said you said yes, but you already won for the first question. Josh, so it was Josh, Akira, and Arulu. Yeah, Arulua.
Okay, awesome, great job, guys. Really thank the participation for listening. Now I have a gift for everyone that to help them with this information in terms of measuring the growth of their money. It's something that you and your parents can read together. It's a PDF, it's an online document that's called How Money Works for Kids. In this document, you'll read suggestions on how to earn some money as chores. It's going to talk about budgeting for kids, managing your money. And so I'm going to upload the document in the chat. And what I'd like you guys to do is download it to your laptop if you have one. If you're watching on a laptop, download it. It's going to be in the chat shortly. Just putting it in right now. Okay, there it is. All right. So it's loading in the chat. There it is, How Money Works for Kids. So if you guys can download that to your laptop, there's great information there for you guys to read, or if you have a cell phone. And if you don't, you definitely need a laptop to be able to read it. If you don't have a laptop, Ms. Stacy, is it possible that they could reach out to you to get your email address? Or I'm going to actually be able to share my email address with you. Or better yet, for the parents that are watching with your children, please see my contact information. There's my email address, and you'd be able to, I can email you a copy of that information. If anybody doesn't see the PDF, it was downloaded in the chat. Okay. If you do not see it, just copy down my email address. Ask your parents to copy down my email address. Okay. And say, hey, I was on the KiddieNomics presentation. Can you email me the How Money Works PDF? Okay, it's a digital document. So How Money Works for Kids.
Okay, so a lot of the kids are saying they don't see it. So
okay, so let me go back.
I should be able to upload it. So anybody that's watching this back, if you check the details section on the on the video that we'll post to our KiddieNomics YouTube channel, then in the description you'll be able to see the PDF there also. I should be able to upload it there. If not, also copy down Mr. Neil's contact information, and please never contact anybody without your parents' permission, right? So please, nobody ever contact anybody without your parents' permission, and Mr. Neil can send it to your parent.
Yeah. For the winners of the gift card, I'll communicate with Miss Stacy, and so how to get you guys your Tim Hortons gift cards. So that definitely will happen. Please, so you have the winners written down, Miss Stacy?
So I have Dion, Mickey, Josh, Akira, and I'm missing Arun. Was it Arun or
Oreo? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it. Yep. So I have all the winners.
Okay.
Am I missing one? How many prizes were you giving out?
I was giving out a total of six $10 tomorrow.
Oh wait, there was one more person. There was one more person after. So Josh, Akira. Oh, and it was Arulu. Yeah, he was. Okay, got it. Got all six. Congratulations to all the prize winners.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. You guys are a great group.
Thank you.
Very smart.
Okay. All right. So Aruf, Dion, Mickey, Josh, Akira, and Aruluwa. All right. Those are all the prize winners. Please message me after KiddieNomics with your parents' permission. And I will have Mr. Neil send the gift cards. I have everybody's name. Perfect. Yay. That was fun. Did everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Did we learn a lot about how to make our money, make money for us?
Yeah.
Even while we're sleeping?
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Awesome. Awesome. You guys are
Thank you
great,
very much.
KiddieNomics kids. I'm really excited for your future. You guys are going to give yourself multiple options to get your money growing. So yeah, once you turn 18, you'll be in charge, have an opportunity to be in charge of your own investments, which is exciting. To give yourself options, okay?
Danny, you're
So-
right. Absolutely. Thank you. Danny, you're right. Mickey shouldn't count because she can talk. That's a very good point. So Mickey, I'll give you your gift card because you did participate, and we'll get one of the other kids. Let me see who was next up from that
Can I
first
get a
answer.
Nintendo gift card?
For $10?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. Why is there always negotiation with your kids? always feel like I'm in a negotiation. Okay, so let me just see, going back to the first question. You want Akira, but it was Akira. Danny, you were next. There you go. And then it was Brielle, and then it was Layla. So Danny, you'll take Mickey's spot.
Hey, I'm not even mad about it. At least I get something else.
All right. So Danny will take Mickey's spot. All right. Congratulations, all the winners. Okay. All right. I have everybody. But please message me after so that I have your email addresses. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Neil. Thank you. That was awesome. Did everybody write down Mr. Neil's contact
Oh, I can put it back up.
information in case you want to follow up with him? That
Yeah.
would be awesome. Everybody write it down, and let's give a big KiddieNomics round of applause. Everybody says, thank you, Mr. Neil.
Thank you.
You'll get an electronic gift card for Tim Hortons, right, Mr. Neil?
Yes,
Right? It'll be an electronic one? Okay.
yes.
Awesome. All righty. Yes. Everybody's clapping for you. That was great. So
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
It was great.
All right. Do you want to stop your share and then I will just wrap up?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So next question, final question we ask for every KiddieNomics webinar. What would happen if kids became more financially literate? And our answer is real change that impacts the world. Because whatever it is that you guys are going to do, and whatever it is that you guys are going to be, because you guys are going to be and do amazing things out there, you guys are going to do phenomenal things that are going to impact this world. And financial literacy is going to help you along in that journey. All right. So that's what we believe here in KiddieNomics, and that's why you guys are here every week, right? And that's another reason why we call you guys our young financial literacy ambassadors, because you guys are our authorized messenger and representative out there in the real world, right? In the real world. And you guys can go ahead, and I know that you already do, you share your knowledge that you learn here on KiddieNomics, which is absolutely phenomenal, because here we believe that knowledge is our
superpower.
Knowledge is our superpower. So go ahead and share it, because the more you share it, really and truly, the stronger you will become. And that's what we love. So going into next week. All right. So Easter is next week. Okay. So there is no KiddieNomics next week, Friday. It is Good Friday, and there is no KiddieNomics. Okay. So there is a break for next week, but we will see you back the following week, and we'll be back with Miss Cynthia and Miss Kimberly on Friday, April 22nd. And we'll be talking about choosing the right name to trademark. So we'll be going back to trademarking, all right, for business, for all of our entrepreneurs on the call or on this webinar that wants to build their own empire, which is awesome. Right? Trademarking is a very important thing. I think I've talked about the last couple of weeks that we've now trademarked the KiddieNomics name, which is amazing. So now we own the name KiddieNomics, and nobody else can use it, which is phenomenal, right? So we're going to talk about that and how to choose the right name to trademark. And then we are back with Mr. Neil the following week of the last week of April, and Friday, April 29th, we'll have part 2 with Mr. Neil. Mr. Neil, what's the name of that lesson?
Oh, that's the cash flow quadrant.
That's right.
Looking at the
quadrant.
the cash flow quadrant, looking at the best ways to earn an income.
Nice. That one sounds super awesome, right? So we have a lot of good things coming up on KiddieNomics. All right. As usual, we always want to hear from you. Always never contact me without your parents' permission, right? But we always need ideas. And if you know anybody that you think would be a great lesson to learn from, or a great speaker, let me know. Please send me an email at kiddienomics101@gmail.com. And please, if you find the information that you learn here on KiddieNomics valuable and you find value in it, please remember to always like and follow us on
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And on all of our social media channels, we're KiddieNomics. So it'll be easy for you to find. Also, I do announce things on our social media channels. So especially on Instagram and Facebook. So if there's no lesson next week, I will make sure I post it on our Twitter and Instagram pages. So get your parents to please follow in case I have any special announcements on there, okay? And we are going to thank Mr. Neil again for a fantastic webinar. Thank you, Mr. Neil. You did awesome. We appreciate you and sharing your knowledge on KiddieNomics. Everybody have a wonderful 2 weeks, and we will see you the following week, all right? All right, everybody have a good Easter, and
Bye.